Reptile Junkies? Guys, epic development here at the house. Had to grab the camera and shoot a video. Haven't long got home. Had a feeling to go check the leaf tail egg, and bam, we got a baby leaf tail. I am so stoked, guys. So I told April to grab the camera. I'm going to film transferring it to its enclosure. This egg, guys, was laid on 7/7. It has been 103 days to the day.
Long time.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited.
So worth it, though. Yeah, Trey looked like he won the lottery. It was hilarious, the look on his face.
The only thing, April's like, God, I wish we had that on camera. Because, guys, literally, I went back there, and, you know, just my day-to-day, and I walked past it, and I said, you know, something like told me just to check on it. And we had been watching it. We actually candled this guy for the first time, and I guess I'll go ahead and show it while I'm rambling.
That was like, what, just...
Well, we candled
about
it
3 days ago?
Yeah, me and April was talking. I said, well, let's just check it. So I took the flashlight, stuck it to the egg, and you could see this little booger in the egg. And what is crazy is how small that egg is.
Move your finger.
If you can see it in the light. Let me get out of the light here. How small that egg is compared to...
Yeah, so we can get a clear shot of him. He's so little.
But so big to have come out of that egg. I mean, it's insane, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
As you guys know, she had 2 eggs. Only one was fertile. The other one actually had like a little hole in the bottom. And we went back and forth thinking if maybe something in there had done it, or when she laid it. I don't really know.
It was like that the day of.
It was. I could notice the fluid actually seeping out of the crack in the bottom of the egg.
That was a bit depressing.
And we left it in there, but the flies got on it, the fruit flies. But anyway, 103 days. I just don't even know what to say. I'm so scatterbrained.
He's so cute.
Uroplatus fimbriatus. I can't tell yet. It kind of looks like he's got hooks back there for a male. We'll tell soon. But
yeah, either way, we're excited, but hopefully a female.
Uroplatus fimbriatus, Madagascar giant leaf tail. If you guys have been following me a while, you know I picked up this pair about 2 years or so ago. His parents, and it's been a long wait, guys. Last year we tried. I manipulated stuff. This past year, I guess we finally got it right. She laid. I guess I'll give you a rundown of what I did to incubate this guy. If you see this Tupperware, it's just full of natural vermiculite. Kind of pretty much the same way the ball python set up. I used a grate. I used vermiculite for my ball python eggs. This guy, I just went with the perlite this time. Left the perlite dry in the Gatorade cup and just set the egg right on the dry perlite in the middle here. And about every week I'd open it and mist the sides. We incubated on the bottom shelf up underneath the leaf tail enclosure. The temperature, with nothing. No, just in this enclosure. There's not even any holes in this enclosure for air. I'm gonna leave him open, but it was 73 to 75 degrees is what it stayed there for an ambient temperature. My buddy Jonathan he had actually successfully done some Socoras or the Mossies. We've done them at the same temperature as that. He done his the same way. Can't be more pleased with the outcome. I tell you, my hands are still sweating. But yeah, guys, it's been a 2-year journey for this, and leaf tails have always been one of my top-notch favorite reptiles. It's so hard to find captive produced ones, and if you do, they fetch a premium.
Yes.
So most stuff coming in being import, you don't know what you're getting.
The age of it is always questionable, and we've really fought with that a lot with a lot of them that are bigger because you just don't know.
And they're a pricey lizard. I mean, normally $150 to $200.
More than that. I think we've seen them mostly around $275 to $300.
We get $300 for our pair.
No.
Not. What do we get for our pair?
I think we gave $600. They were $3 apiece.
I think you're right.
Yeah, and then I ordered another one that we never. We ordered it and never received it. It was like forever. We waited and waited and waited, and I ended up having to go through a different company.
Right. Yep.
So it was a long wait.
Fun process, either which direction. But I guess, guys, we're gonna transfer him. I'm scared to death. In his little setup here, And of course, he's not staying out here in the reptile room. We just come out here because the lighting is better than in our room, and I really wanted to get some good shots of this guy. We're going to put him back in there, probably on the same little shelf he come from, low to the ground. I don't know, you know, with the cats. If the cat touches this one, I will kill it.
Yeah.
This time.
I can't blame you there. It took forever, you know. It's an accomplishment.
These guys thrive in lower temperatures. It really gets a little bit too hot in this reptile room.
It does. We put them out here originally, and we just noticed that
it's not doing good.
There was something wrong. You know, we could tell they just were not happy. Since we've moved them, they've been just incredibly happy. You can tell.
It stays there again, you know, 78 for the high. I mean, that's the extreme high, 78, 79. You really don't want to encroach over the 80-degree mark, start running into problems there. So 75 to, let's say, 79 is a perfect block window for these.
Definitely.
Pretty much like a crested gecko, I would say, as far as the care goes, similarities there.
Except they're mostly, you know, they're not, I don't think they eat any fruit. At least I've never seen them eat any.
Yeah,
unless you did it. I was going to say, unless you got them to eat it.
Strictly insectivorous.
That may be a difference. The crested's like the fruit and the powdered stuff. But these guys are insects only.
Other than that, roaches, crickets, about every third or fourth feed I'll dust the crickets from there. But other than that...
And they eat a lot.
And they do have access to a UVB light. They have a strip, just a standard like Zilla strip on the top of their enclosure. They'll get right up under it. And but very rarely will stay long periods. I've never seen them bass for long periods before they're back to... hid away, tucked away.
I think the misting part of it is huge, too.
The misting is huge. You know, I do supply a little bit of water bowl when we leave to go somewhere, but they don't even have a water bowl any other time. I mist them once a day, every afternoon, and then sometimes I'll skip one day, let the enclosure dry out completely, guys, and then sometimes during drier spells, like when the AC's been running, things are drier, I'll do it twice a day. I'll mist them in the morning when I get up, and then before bed I'll mist them.
And not just miss the enclosure, you miss where they where they drink.
Around them.
Until they're done drinking.
and then, a lot of times, just like I do with the frill dragon, I'll hold the mister right there, just drip it, and they'll drink, and I'll let them drink until they're finished.
They know what time it is.
They know what time it is. But I let them drink till they're finished, just to make sure that they maintain hydration. That's one of the biggest things for people I've talked to when it comes to leaf tails, is proper hydration. If they don't get it, they're very fast to dehydrate, and once they dehydrate, they start their vital function starts to decline. It's really hard to bring them back from that dehydration, so just keep that in mind. But I think that covers it. Think so? I miss anything?
I don't think so. If we did, I'm sure you can revisit.
All right, guys, let's
spend a lot of time with this one.
Let's put him in his enclosure. And you know what's crazy, real quick too, before we put him in there? I don't have any eggs left. Nothing. It's killing me because we've been between ball pythons and now this guy. I've had something to check and look at. And it's not about
selling anything because I don't think we're selling anything we hatched. It's just the fact we don't have anything to wait for.
Yeah, I mean,
it feels strange.
It does. It really does because it is once you get a couple of eggs and produce a couple of things, guys.
It's definitely a difference in. I don't know. You expect to have that to check on, but yeah, I have to agree.
That just means we gotta find something else to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she'll drop me some more eggs.
Pairing some other stuff up, huh?
All right, let's get her in here and come in here close. Right now, guys, I've got this little Exoterra set up. Plenty of climbing and visual barriers just to offer.
With that handle, I couldn't get in there.
Just some good visual barriers and climbing stuff just to make him comfortable. Right now, though, I have it on paper towel, and that's what we're gonna go with for a little bit. It's a real fluffy paper towel because, guys, I've said that with the large ones. These guys do enjoy to leap for their food, and so you want a fluffy, a fluffiness there. And I know I don't want this video to go too long, but once we get him in here, I'm going to show you guys a substrate that I've been using that I've been really impressed with for that function. So here we go. Oh my God. Yeah. And then this guy's like
Looks like he's ready to launch, yeah.
He is. I'm going to try to just turn him.
Maybe bump him off into there. Aw, he's so cute.
Look at him.
She, he, whatever.
Get in on him a little bit.
I'm trying. I try not to make too much noise with this handle, because when I bend it, yeah.
I need to get like a better little thing.
Aw,
There we go. He went. Oh my God, he went.
Here, I'll let you film real quick.
Well, guys, there he is. That is so awesome, man. Guys, I know I said it a bunch, but I can't tell you how happy I am.
So exciting.
It's been a long journey to get here. I said that. I was like, I just want to hatch one. There it is. What's crazy, though, too, is just how big he actually is for the size of that egg.
Yeah, I was worried about, like, okay, what kind of food items are we going to feed?
Oh, no,
She was talking about that, but I think
baby
we're okay.
roaches and crickets like a champ. I'm going to mist him real good, let him get settled in, and I might try to just I got some a fresh shipment of crickets in, so I got some babies in there.
I bet. Probably hungry.
Cool. Guys, I'm gonna go put him up real quick, grab a couple of shots with the big camera just so y'all can see that color better if it's not showing up that good on this GoPro. Gonna mist him, get him set away, and I'll show you guys that substrate I've been using real quick. And
you know, thinking about this, other than, and we go to a lot of Repticons, I have never ever seen one this small in my life.
Nope, the Sicories.
Picture,
yeah, the Mossies that we saw.
Well, I've seen all the other types of
Satanics and.
But I have never seen one of these guys as a
small.
Baby ever, because we would have had it if it was for sale, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm telling you. Yeah, the Mossies are real similar. I almost bought. Or if you remember the last show, there were some captives. I think they were $150 or $200.
Yeah, it was a low price, but
that's what I was confused with earlier, talking about we paid for the pair. I was thinking.
Yeah, it was a lower price, but the difference was really, I think, the shape that they were in.
Yeah.
Because their tails, remember, were really wilted looking.
Yeah, if you see how flat that guy's tail is straight out the egg, I mean, that's what you want to see. You don't want to see that tail shriveling like a dying fall leaf or nothing. But
and that's a good indication for us whenever she was ready to lay.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Real quick,
you know?
And I think I have some pictures. I'll throw them in here randomly if I do. But yeah, before the female dropped her egg, we noticed her tail, guys, like shriveled to nothing. I mean, it was like one day it was full, the next day it shriveled out to nothing. And I
think for anybody that's trying to breed, that's a good point.
Yeah, and I noticed it, and I said, what's that? And I instantly, you can ask April, I instantly grabbed the mister and started dripping water, and she drank a lot.
Yeah.
So what I'm kind of thinking may have transpired, just an opinion, is right before she laid, her fluid, like the egg absorbed her fluid or something.
Yeah.
And, or maybe it's something they do.
I think she was stressed too,
Or it could be something they do. They pull embiotic fluid maybe to help lubricate the egg when passing the egg, because it is a pretty large little marble to come out of. I mean, they're decent sized geckos, but still, I would think probably that might be what it is. But we did notice.
It's just something to look for, because now when we see her tail shriveled, we're looking for eggs.
Because there's no reason, unless they're dehydrated, there's no reason for that tail to shrivel up like that. So.
I just thought that may be a good point. So.
All right, let me go put this guy away real quick. We'll come right back in here, and I'll show you the substrate, and I guess that'll be it. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as I did. Sharing it with y'all, I'm still smiling on cloud 9 with that baby gecko. I mean, it just... some people are probably like, oh, it's just a little gecko. To me, though,
it's not just a little gecko.
Producing it, and I mean, knowing how far and how long we waited, I mean, it was worse than a kid on Christmas. So, if you guys, any of y'all got any questions about how we bred them and everything else, feel free to leave those questions below. I guess I could do a more in-depth video, but I mean, it really wasn't a whole lot to talk about other than getting your temperatures, that temperature drop in the dry season, and they'll breed. I'm pretty confident this next go around that hopefully
we're definitely hoping for more eggs.
So. But as I said at the end of that, I've been trying some new substrates out, and you guys know that anytime I come across something that I think that would help you guys, that I always like to pass it along. So first one here, it's called Grow It. And it is just an organic cocoa core chip, kind of like your Reptile chip, except if you guys look, I hope I don't drop this on me. This is a lot more fine cut, fine shred. Now, one thing that you do have to be cautious of is that you will find some bigger clumps in here, kind of like that there. Other than that, though, you know, the Reptile really coarse, guys. And, I mean, it's a good substrate. I was using it, but it's about $20 a bale for this same amount, to where I get this for like 12 or 13 bucks off of Amazon. I've done some research on this coconut. 90% of this stuff, guys, is coming out of India. And essentially, you have importers that bring this stuff over, and it's just divvied out in different sizes and different company specifications. That is it. This other one here is called Cocoa Bliss. Pull it up out of here. And it is more just, you know, this style, guys, more of the dirt style. If you can look right there, it's just like your, what is that, Eco Earth, which is outrageous a bag. You can get this thing here for 13 or 14 bucks, and it'll create as big of a footprint as in this tub here. So it'll really save you some money.
And people are always asking, how do you afford to take care of all this stuff?
Yeah, you gotta be frugal.
This is one way.
Pay attention, you know, do some shopping around.
When you have a lot and you use a lot, you tend to find
the deals,
what it's made out of.
And I always like to give it a go myself. I've been using this for what, 3 months, 4 months now?
It's been a little while, yeah.
I started with the Reptile. Like I said, nothing against Reptile, great product. It's just a little bit larger chunks for my liking. And at this point, I've switched almost all my ball pythons over to this style. And guys, one thing I have noticed clearly right off the bat with this style is that the snakes tend to love to get down in it more.
Yeah, they dig.
Yeah, they dig a lot. Like, you know, I'll pull out a slide and one of my ball pythons will be completely buried up in this stuff. And with the Reptile, it's so coarse, it's really hard for them to do that. They more or less just sit on top of it. And if you were to rub your hand across that Reptile, it's really kind of brittle. You know, there again, it's just my opinion. I probably get some hate for that sentiment because a lot of people use Reptile.
It's all in preference.
It's all in preference. And to me, I think my animals are enjoying this a little better. And also,
it costs us less money.
Yeah, at 12 bucks compared to 20 bucks, and I'm ordering like 10 to 15 of these bricks at a time that last me for a few months. I mean, I can't beat that. And then, like I said, with this style here, if you need it to mix in.
Just depends on what you're using it for.
Yeah, depending on which one.
They both work great.
Just to let you guys know, the Cocoa Bliss, and it is organic, what they say organic. It's more or less the fine stuff. And then your Grow It cocoa core chips, it's going to be, you know, a little bit thicker. I've actually got now, the Timber Monitors is on this stuff. The Simulus we just swapped out is on this stuff. The Frill Dragon is on it. Just about every snake I have is either on this or on this at this point. And it's been 3 or 4 months. I haven't noticed, you know, they seem to enjoy it. So I wanted to pass that along to you guys. Back to the leaf tails jumping so far. You know, you want something fluffy. I was using sponge moss, and that worked pretty good as a substrate, but not ideally by itself. Not that I noticed really any mold issues or anything, but it really just didn't give me that fluffy factor I was looking for. And so when I found this, like I said, I'd ordered several different ones, and this one here, to me, it just compacts so good. It's like a cushion, you know, and you mix a little bit of the two together, and it's this ideal substrate for a broad spectrum of things. And like I said, it'll save you a lot of money. So, but I guess that's it.
Well, before you go, it's off subject, but I wasn't around for the live stream. I just wanted to say I really appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers, and it's been amazing to see so many people go out of their way to let me know that, you know, they were sorry for what happened. So just thanks for that. I appreciate it. It's been a rough time, but that definitely made me feel good. So thank you guys.
Well, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Weekend's coming again. Hope you enjoyed this junk content. I know it's kind of, it might have been scattered because I haven't been scatterbrained today since I saw that baby, but I guess we'll try to do something more over the weekend, making leaps and bounds progress on the new room.
Yes.
All this
crazy journey
before
this
long.
far.
I'll do an update on that. And
all kind of stuff going on.
I guess that's all we got. Guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate each and every one of you watching as always. Like I said, you got any comments, questions, be sure to leave them below. Help you out any way I can. That's it. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.